Love them or hate them, San Francisco's slow streets aren't going anywhere.
That's right. Slow streets were first introduced in San Francisco at the beginning of the pandemic as a way for people to get outside while social distancing. But this effort to build a better Bay Area has created division among some residents. And
ABC 7 News reporter Leanne Melendez took a closer look at the issue and the changes, and what did we find out?
Well, living here in San Francisco, you find out that it's not a major issue, but certainly a talker for many people. Now, San Francisco has 19 slow streets, again, created during the pandemic and made permanent in 2022 by the Board of Supervisors. Now, the city is now more divided than ever between those who insist they have transformed their community and those who say the pandemic is over and those slow streets are not needed.
This is Sanchez Street in San Francisco's Noe Valley neighborhood. Families share a blissful moment while in the midst of this concrete valley, all on a so-called slow street.
It's been incredible. I think it's the best way we've met our neighbors in the community. You see kids learning how to ride their bikes. You grab coffee with people you've never met before.
Just to refresh your memory, the SFMTA introduced the concept of slow streets as a way to incorporate other ways of getting around the city, such as bicycling, running, walking. And mind you, they are not closed to cars. The city just wants you to drive slowly. But who wants to drive at a snail's pace when you can drive on other streets? And that's how the slow street controversy began.
San Franciscans have voiced their opinions at City Hall. Not every neighbor living on or near Lake Street in the inner Richmond district has embraced their slow street. In fact, some argue the program was forced upon them. Someone even wrote communism on this sign. We heard there have been tense moments between pedestrians, bicyclists, and drivers. We wanted to see if that was true and decided to set up a chair to observe. We found more than your average number of cars insisting on driving on Lake Street, some even exceeding the suggested 15 miles an hour. In Noe Valley, the slow street program has also been divisive.
We see guys, they'll yell at people in the street for being in the street, get out of the street. Right next to a sign here. So that's the kind of response that we're getting from the motorists in this city. Yeah. Motorists?
Some say slow streets are safe streets. So far, 14 pedestrians have died in traffic accidents in the city. However, no one has ever been killed on a slow street. A few locals have also complained that having a slow street has increased the amount of traffic on the adjacent streets. ABC 7 News was able to analyze San Francisco County transportation data available for roads adjacent to slow streets. Though data was not available for all of them, the ones we could review actually showed little to no traffic impact on nearby streets since the program was adopted. But even those who want to keep them say there are still issues that need to be addressed. For example, a few construction workers now double park for most of the day on this slow street.
There's a lot of contractors or people who feel like because it is a slow street, they can just park. They're not pulling permits. They're not, trying to do things the right way. They're just doing it because it's easy for them. I understand that, but it does make it a hazard for people who are biking or walking, because it forces them into oncoming traffic and it's very unsafe.
She told us there is little to no enforcement, which is the responsibility of the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency, the SFMTA.
We are doing our best to allocate our limited resources in a way that we see meets the highest value need for that time.
SFMTA encourages people to report all incidents to the 311 Customer Service Center. Neighbors and merchants were adamantly opposed to having a slow street on a section of West Portal Avenue back when it was proposed. They fought both their district supervisor and the SFMTA and were successful. George Wooding of the Midtown Terrace Homeowners Association said the slow street would have hurt business owners.
What you do is you end up excluding a tremendous number of potential customers in an area, and it just destroys the merchants.
We polled every leading San Francisco mayoral candidate. Mark Farrell said he supports most slow streets. Everyone else told us they favor keeping all slow streets, but believe improvements are needed.
How will you improve things to fit the specific needs of each community?
Yes. So through a lot of detailed outreach and engagement and listening and learning from those community members, what are their unique needs, we can then design which are the particular interventions. So this is really a conversation in collaboration with community to make sure that each street meets the particular needs of that place.
So the SFMTA has promised to do more community outreach when proposing the next group of slow streets, because they have already announced that expansion will happen in the upcoming years as part of the city's bicycle and rolling plan. I think a lot of people feel that they are not being heard.
Right.
Both sides.
I love seated CEO like Leanne, just kind of observing the whole thing.
It was great to observe, you know, because these people, your friends and colleagues and what have you, tell you this is what's going on. And, you know, we spent a good amount of time just observing and seeing if that was true.
Seems like what seemed like a good idea, but unintended consequences.
Yeah,
right?
setting some conflicts there. Thanks, Leanne.
Sure.